Hi, my name is Gabriel. Today I'll be your counselor for today. So may I just ask, is this your first time counseling?
Yes.
So before we actually start the counseling process, I just want to let you know that as a role of a client, you're able to discuss whatever problems you all have. Then as a role of a counselor, you're here to solve whatever issues or problems you want to discuss. So you try to find a solution for it. So before we begin, I just want you to know that I'm an intern from ABC Counseling Center, and I'm supervised by Miss Jenny. At the same time, each counseling session costs about $50. However, if you have any if you have any difficulties paying the $50, we have other financial streams to actually help you to cope with it. At the same time, each counseling session is about 5 to 10 sessions, depending on whatever issues you want to discuss. So another thing I want you to take note is that if you actually self harm yourself or actually break any law, I have no choice but to report you to the higher authorities. At the same time, all information will be kept confidential. If you're okay with this, can you sign this form? So thank you, Tisha. So may I know what brings you here today?
I'm actually feeling very depressed. Due to my studies.
So what makes you depressed again?
I feel depressed because of my studies because I failed my two times.
Oh, I see. So I was just wondering, does your family have any history of depression before?
No.
So okay, all right then. Then I was just wondering, what are the continuing factors besides studies that make you depressed?
Um, Peer pressure because like all my friends are like already going to poly and I'm still failing my O levels. I didn't get a chance to go poly, so that's why I feel like I have like a low esteem.
Yeah, I sort of understand how you feel because I went through that situation before. I went through another route before,
Yeah.
so I can kind of understand how you feel, and I know you're facing a very difficult position. So I was just wondering, like, so just to clarify, your activating agent to your depression is your schoolwork. At the same time, is peer pressure. Am I right?
Yeah.
So I was just wondering, like, do you have any supportive area? As in, what other form of support do you have?
My parents actually they are very supportive of me retaking my O levels again. Yeah.
That's really good. It's very good that you have family support, and I'm glad that your parents are actually supportive of it. Do you have any other support other than your family?
Just my family.
I see. All right. So just to summarize, right, as in because you're depressed due to your schoolwork. At the same time, you're also depressed due to your peer pressure at the same time. And also the good news is that you have your family support to actually guide you along. And also I'm also glad that your family don't have any history of depression. So that's a predisposing factor on that. Yeah, so I was just wondering, what do you want to focus on for this counseling session today?
Um, how I can get rid of my depression.
I see. Okay. So on a scale to 1 to 10 right now, 10 being the most depressed and 1 being not so depressed, how depressed are you?
Around 8.
Around 8. It's okay. We'll try to find ways to actually cope with it. So may I ask that how can we monitor your progress then?
Mm, Probably by like keeping a record of my skill and how depressed I am like for each week.
Yeah.
Feeling yeah.
So basically, like, how are you gonna achieve it? Like, for example, what are the strategies that will make you motivate you to write a journal?
Probably let's say if I feel happy on that day, then I will write my skilling.
Ah,
Yeah.
then
So
then when you're depressed, you also
you
write
see,
your feeling.
yeah.
I see, I see. That's actually a very good suggestion. Yeah, I think if you follow that, you're able to identify your feelings more. Yeah, so I was just wondering, like, do you find jotting down your feelings every week, is it realistic?
Yeah, for start, I think it's realistic. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so how long will you take to establish a coping strategy for your depression?
easy part of her.
Yeah, I know, I understand because it actually takes time.
Yeah,
It's
to
not
get over it.
it's not an immediate process.
Yeah.
So I guess what would be your short term goal?
Maybe I'll try to find ways to make myself feel better. Like maybe go for exercise and stuff to lower my depression. Yeah.
Then what would be your long term goal?
To be positive. Yeah.
That's a good long term goal actually. Yeah, so just to actually summarize it, yeah, so I guess you're coping. So I guess I summarize from the start is that you came to see a counselor because you're depressed, and what triggers your depression is actually your studies. At the same time, your peer pressure. But the good news is that your family don't have a history of depression. At the same time, your family is the biggest support to actually comfort you in your difficulties. Yeah, so at the same time, for your coping strategies, you actually wanted to pen down your feelings every week or every day, and you decided to achieve it by each time you feel happy, you write it down. When you feel sad, you actually write it down. Yeah, then at the same time, your short-term goal is to, of course, manage your feelings, like pen down whatever emotion you have for the few weeks.
Yeah.
Then long term is to actually be positive.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually, I was just wanting to ask, like, what are the potential barriers that could actually prevent you from doing this strategy?
Probably my negative thoughts.
I see. So I guess we'll try to work that out in the next couple of sessions. Then, what's your biggest support? What's the biggest form of support you have now?
Like I said, my family, because they are willing to like let me study again.
I see that. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah. So I was just wondering, like, now you actually study your support and your potential barriers. So I was just wondering, like, on a scale to 1 to 5, how do you find this counseling session now?
For
Okay, thank
it's
you.
quite effective.
Thank you for your feedback. And at the same time, what do you want to focus on the next session?
How I can be more positive instead of having a lot of negative thoughts and yeah.
I see. Yep, you actually focus on that next session. So actually, I guess I'll see you next Friday on 28 May at around 4 p.m. Is that alright?
Yeah.
Alright then. Thank you,
Thank you.
Nisha.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.